Hello, we're Modulus Labs, and we're here to talk to you about living, breathing chains. I'm Nick Cosby.
I'm Daniel Shorr, and that's the two of us and an unknown third person. And maybe most relevant to this crowd, we're a bunch of sci-fi nerds, right? And that's probably not too surprising that when we learned that using ZKPs and Starknet, we can scale the blockchain, scale Ethereum, while preserving cryptographic security, our obvious reaction was, of course,
what's the most irresponsible way to use this technology?
And based on the title, I guess you can probably surmise that we, of course, mean artificial intelligence, the same stuff that's making bots dance and land and create today.
But there's no way that's possible on-chain today, right?
Well, apparently it is possible because we built the world's first on-chain AI project
Except
on mainnet.
Guilty Gyoza, who did it on testnet from topography. But we were first on mainnet.
So we're going to take that title and own that. In fact, you can go check out RockyBot right now. He's on vacation because he's exhausted 100% of his gas allowance. However, you can see the historic performance, and maybe more relevant than just the fact that it was real and it did the things that it was supposed to do is, of course.
Hang on, it's been a while. What was RockyBot?
Well, RockyBot, I'm so glad you asked. Nick Cosby, everybody. Such a wonderful person to work with. Is a 3-layer feed-forward neural net that predicts ETH prices. Right? It's a very simple model. It's been trained on a year's worth of price data on Ethereum, and it's just, depending on what it thinks ETH prices will be in an hour, making trading decisions.
Now, this completely worthless proof of concept that had nothing to do with trading efficiently does demonstrate the idea that you can continue the efficiency of centralized computation while preserving decentralized security. It really proves the value of trustless AI for everyone in Web3. Now, if Rocky was...
Nice. Well done, us.
If Rocky was the first domino to fall, what's next?
Yeah, so we'll pick at 3 use cases at least we're really excited about. We'll start with our friends at Lyra Finance. Lyra is a decentralized options exchange, right? And of course, for any options protocol, the lifeblood is of course capital efficiency. And so with trustless AI, what we can bring to their protocol now is access to the full suite of price feed data from other chains or other exchanges and really ingest that with sophisticated AI models to give them better spot prices and therefore high returns to their LPs.
Another group we're working with is Astrali, right here at Starknet. They want to bring reputation tracking to members of their token communities. So taking in tons of data from all across the chain and maybe even off-chain and aggregating that into a reputation score that will determine who gets airdrop tokens, as opposed to right now where it's done either the simplistic first come first serve or all done off-chain in a way that is not trustless and can oftentimes be very unfair.
Yeah, and finally, we'll touch on Aztec. A lot of y'all will probably know where this is headed. Of course, the Treasury's decision, big, scary, evil decision regarding Tornado Cash. Chills descend across the room. It basically has kind of threatened this entire ecosystem worth of privacy-preserving, money-moving protocols. And of course, the big scary thing about all of this and the fact that all these services are permissionless is that there are currently 0 compliance tools for any of these guys. Well, with trustless AI, we can begin to introduce features like in-contract ZK-based KYC. That's super exciting and a radical new paradigm. And that's a big part of why we're now working on the technical breakthroughs we need to see that kind of advanced feature set brought onto the chain.
Now, those are the 3 next dominoes after Rocky. But what's after that?
Exceptional question, Nick. Well, here at Modulus Labs, we're big believers in, again, sci-fi and all the cool stuff over there. But that specifically, when we give smart contracts access to AI, in effect, what we're doing is we're giving blockchains eyes and a mind, and maybe most importantly of all, the autonomy to self-edit. That's like wild future stuff, right? I mean, imagine a stable coin that can edit its own interest rates, or the kind of authentication that solves all of on-chain UX. That's kind of what we're gunning for, and we call that blockchains that self-improve.
Wow, that sounds cool, but if you wanted that level of on-chain autonomy, you would need something more than just, a 3-layer neural network. You would need something like GPT-3, which has billions of parameters. That's more than even Starknet can handle by, I don't know, at least 5 parameters. If you wanted that, you would need the world's fastest ZKII prover.
And Starknet, of course, to settle the verification component.
If only someone were building that.
If only. Ooh.
Probably Ryan. He's working on it, I think.
That's where Ryan is. Everyone got the foreshadowing. I love that. Exceptional crowd today. Yes.
And that's basically our presentation. We wanted to keep it short because we want to talk to everyone here about the promise that AI on-chain has to offer. So any questions or ideas you have on on-chain AI, let's talk about them right here. And this is the rest of our team up here, of course. They're awesome.
Aren't you scared of centralizing stuff, like AI will be centralized, this stuff will be centralized on AI? Like, no, we are trying to decentralize stuff with the humans, but they will be centralized with AI.
Well, so long as the AI model is open source, then anyone in theory could run it and submit the proof, and the proof would be indistinguishable no matter who run it. Of course, in some contexts, you'd want to use the ZK aspect of things to keep the model weights secret, because either that's just your IP that you want to protect, or because you want to prevent adversarial attacks. And in that cases, you would have to give up some of the trustless assumptions to have a purely centralized operator. Hopefully FHE can solve that, but that's not us.
Have you considered federated learning as a method of deploying the centralized models that exchange gradients instead of
Yeah, so I guess a big part of this discussion around on-chain AI really should be bifurcated between on-chain training as a paradigm and on-chain inference. So we're really focused on the latter. So delivering results that people care about right now using these sophisticated AI models, not doing training on-chain. And so all training's handled beforehand. It's just about the operation of that model. So to answer kind of, or to dovetail this into the earlier question, the trustless nature of that model primarily to us means that it's fair and transparent as much as it can, and also that it cannot be tampered with in use, right? So from inference to inference, you know that the model has not been messed with.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.